Basic money saving hacks part 2. Welcome to everybody. I hope you enjoyed part 1 of the series where we're talking about liabilities versus assets, real assets. We're basically discussing the issue of liability and basic money saving hacks and liabilities versus assets, the real assets as compared to the assets as described by qualified accountants. So if you have not, please search in the link below. There will be a series to part one of this video. This is basically part 2. Part 2, we're basically going to be talking about personal game plan, that is personal budgeting. How do you begin to structure your own personal budgeting or budget from your salary or your income? Well, there are very basic few ways that you can do it. Out of the 100% of your income, that is after, if you get a salary after the receiver of revenue has taken his portion. As you know, if you're an employee, the receiver of the revenue first deduct tax before it comes to you from your net salary, basically, so to say. So number one, very important, 10% should be going towards what we call gratitude. They say gratitude is the best attitude. What does that mean? What does that mean? It means giving money, top slice your income as when it comes, and give it to 10% of it must go to charity. A charity in a non-serving way, that is a charity that does not benefit you in any way. Those that are Christians that read the Bible talks about tithing. It's up to you, but as long as 10% is going towards charity, or you're giving it away to organizations or individuals in a non-serving way, which means it does not benefit the organization that you will be giving your money to, it should not be benefiting you as an individual. And number two, fun stuff. Fun stuff, 10% that is fun stuff must go towards fun stuff. You know, the rich and famous, they always believe that you must pay yourself first. You know, when you receive your true income, which means in a form of like residual income, you must pay yourself first by deducting 10%. You might be taking that money for things that you do for fun as a family, or as a couple, or as an individual. It might be a family holiday that you've been planning for long. 10% on a monthly basis, it should be going towards that. Very important, another 10%. Now we're already at 30% of your on your total income of 100%. Another 10% should be going towards your investment. I know 10% is a small number, but this is just the basic, and this scenario is based on those people that are receiving their salaries. People that are still refusing their salaries, that are struggling with personal budgeting and all those things. Obviously, if you're receiving a residual income, the most important thing that you should increase money that is going towards investment. So 10% must go towards your investment. When I say investment, I'm not talking about putting money in the bank. In this day and age, nobody should be putting his or her money in the bank. Rather, put it in income generating assets that are going to be generating income for you, putting money in your pocket as you go along. So we'll be discussing that on the next series, so don't worry. And then after investment, education. When I say education, I'm not talking about college degree or some paying towards some certificate that you are doing. I mean self-education. It could be a seminar, it could be a digital course, it could be any course, or buying books for that matter. Personal development journey. So you must invest in yourself, because you remember that you must always grow. You must develop as a person. So you must invest in your own self-education, your own personal education. That was number 4. And last but not least, 60% should be going, that is per salaried person. 60 to 50% of his or her salary must go towards your expenses. We'll be talking about expenses, what items that you're supposed to expense in your income and budget and monthly income and budget statement. on the next series in details. For now, just to recap, number one, gratitude. 10% should be going towards your gratitude. That is 10% should be going towards a charity or an organization that you are going to be paying your money to. It should be an organization that is a non-saving way. Non-saving way basically means that it should not be benefiting you as an individual. Number two, fun stuff. You must pay yourself you must pay yourself first. That is number two. 10% should be going towards that. And three, investment, another 10%. Again, if you are a salaried person, if you already are receiving a residual income, you can increase that money. The trick is to invest about 50% to 60% or 70% of your income and eat from the 10%. That's how the rich and famous survive. And number four, education, self-education, 10% towards your self-education. And number five, 50 to 60% must be your expenses. So yeah, guys, that's the long and short of it today. Hoping you're enjoying this content. If you do, please hit the like button and subscribe below for more series. After this series, we are going to be going to series 3, which is part 3 of the basic income saving hacks. Cheers, guys. See you in the next video.